Hello, everybody, and welcome to The Hive. Rafi Fisher here with Alex Levy, SAR boys varsity hockey game. They'll be playing the North Shore Stars. And Alex, what are your keys to the game?
Well, I think they've got to get off to an early start. SAR is the heavy favorites coming in, and I'd like to see some early goals from their senior leaders. Could be their last game, so got to start out early.
It's a good point, and if SAR wins here, they face either MTA or Hafter in the next round. And a couple big games tonight, not only here, but
yeah, Frisch is
across the Yeshiva League.
Frisch is playing DRS at the Greenhouse, so that should be a pretty exciting game. And MTA is playing at Hafter, and SAR will face the winner of that game.
Yeah, could be. Well, SAR's got a lot of star power on this team. You know, Gordy Kolb, Jason Beery, and Shua Friedman, to name a few. Who do you think needs to have a big game in order for them to win?
Well, you'd like to see some of their other stars such as Ethan Green, Romy Artsark, Judah Forking, Jacob Nowitz get some action in before the semifinals, when that game is probably a little more competitive and hyped. Going to be a lot of fans of that game, so not a big crowd tonight. So
yeah, quite empty here in the Hive.
Yeah, it's not the best atmosphere, but it's the playoffs, so
it's true.
Still a big game.
Yeah. So Alex mentioned it. Either SAR, if they win this game, and then the next game they play either DRS, Frisch, and TABC, three of their bitter rivals. So regardless of who they play, it should be a great game.
Yeah, I mean, SAR has beaten every team they could face, so except for Hafter, actually. I don't think they've played Hafter yet, but
they've struggled in the playoffs against Hafter, but this is a different Hafter team.
It's a different Hafter team, but you never know with Hafter. They come into the rink, you think they don't know what they're doing, and Hafter just does their thing, wins games, and that's what they do.
Yeah, it's a great point. And who do you think your X Factor is tonight?
X Factor's got to be the goalie, Henrik Kolb.
I was going to say that as well.
He's been outstanding all season, and love to see a shutout from him tonight.
Yeah. Certainly, he's got to have a big performance. I mean, they're going to put up a lot of points, but we'll see if they can hold him.
And another SAR game that will be taking place later, the SAR boys varsity basketball team will be facing off against the Rambam Ravens. That's a pretty exciting game.
Pretty exciting game as well. Yeah, a lot of action here at the Hive.
Yeah, it's a big Monday night.
I think all of SAR's teams made the playoffs this year, so pretty impressive feat.
All the four teams, boys, JV and varsity basketball, boys, JV and varsity hockey, all made the playoffs. Both JV teams are now eliminated, but our two varsity teams are standing tall. They're two favorites in the playoffs, and they should be able to make a run here late in the playoffs.
Yeah, both teams are really have the chance to make it far. Of course, with the varsity hockey Sting have the ability to make it to the championship and even win. I would say that there's a good chance. You know, that you said it before, they beat every team. Also, the boys basketball team, not only Sarachek, but their league championship, they have a great possibility as well after beating Frisch.
Well, they win tonight. They're gonna have to go into Mag and David, and that'll be a very tough game. Mag and David is not lost.
Or Mississippi Waterbury.
Well,
could be the Cinderella story.
Could be the Cinderella story, but
it's almost March.
Mag and David has not yet lost in Yeshiva League play, so I would expect to see Mag and David, and I would expect to see a very good game played in Mag and David against SAR.
As we wait here for the Sting to come out, you've played this team before. What do you like out of North Shore?
Out of North Shore, well, they've got a freshman, Charles Gressis. He's first of all a freshman playing varsity. You got to give some credit to that. And he's got a phenomenal shot. He's one of the fastest players I've ever played against. So you'd like to see him running up and down all game. And it should be a good one tonight.
Yeah, it should be a good one in store here at the Hive. Or some people like to call it the Honeycomb because it's smaller.
I don't like that.
I don't like that either.
I like the Hive.
Yeah. New red posts.
Yeah, so the nets are brand new, extremely expensive from what I've heard. So this should be the ball goes in, it's coming out right away. It's going to be hard, and there's no video review. No, we're here, but they can't come and look at the tape.
That's true. That's a really great point. We're here. No video review for us or the refs. So give us a little courtesy if we can't see anything.
And just waiting for SAR to come out here. They're probably pretty hyped right now.
Yeah, here they come right now. Can't see it, but you'll hear them soon.
Led by goalie Henry Kolb, followed by Ethan Schaefer. Getting a lot of cheers from the parents.
Cheers from the parents, of course, always packing.
Yeah.
Parents are always ready.
You know, there aren't a lot of kids here tonight in the Hive, but I gotta say the parents' crowd is phenomenal.
Yeah, and especially in this area right here, packed in. It should be loud. Yeah, it should be loud.
Yeah. And we've got Rabbi Kroll in attendance, assistant principal, SR High School.
And we forgot to mention Johnny Hames, a big, sad to hear.
Johnny Hames, second line, powerful forward. He hurt his back and he'll be out for the season. He'll be very missed by the team.
Yeah,
and that's going to be a position that they need to fill very quickly.
They look to fill, yeah. It's a position they need to fill. Not necessarily maybe in this game, but definitely in future games.
Yeah.
So this is a great starting point to maybe get a little chemistry.
They added Lewis Tuckman in the middle of the season. He's been playing offense and defense. Hasn't really had one set position, so I'd expect to see him take some of Hames' time. I'd expect Ethan Green to get a little more time, and Gordy Kolb has got one last shot at a championship.
Right,
so.
yeah, he's looking for that eternal glory. No team has ever won a varsity championship as
that's correct.
It's Kolb, Friedman, Green, Burien.
And face off goes to SAR. Friedman hits it deep. Green tries to play it, sails into the SAR zone. Burien plays it behind the net, up to Kolb. Kolb tries to shoot it down, blocked. Friedman's shot goes wide, and North Shore clears.
Yeah, if you hear the North Shore team getting into it a little bit, maybe they're trying to capitalize on that lack of crowd.
Yeah,
they clearly realize that it could swing.
That's a big advantage for North Shore. Gress is taking the face-off against Friedman, won by Friedman. He tries to play it out, blocked by Gressis. They fight for it, and then Green gets it out.
Certainly a great attack from North Shore so far, just to begin the game.
Yeah. Green dribbles it, gets it to Kolb. Pass. Ooh, sails wide. Kolb tries to spin out. He's defended well, and the ball is almost cleared, but Shua Friedman stymies that attempt. Gressis takes it in deep. She takes a shot, saved by Kolb. Ball is cleared and covered by the North Shore goalie.
Yeah, one thing to mention for SAR is they have Shua Friedman. That's a big utilization there. He's a defenseman, but he can also play great offense.
Yeah, he's got some great offensive skills.
He's certainly a goal scorer.
SAR makes a line change here. Jason Murian stays on. Romy Hartsock and Judah Forking come on. And Lewis Tuckman also. And now in sails wide. Hartsock behind the net. Murian cutting. Can't get it to him. Puck is cleared. Tuckman takes it. Sends it back down. Hartsock chasing. He cannot get it. Tuckman keeps it in. And North Shore clears. And a high stick on Judah Forking.
Great playing so far by North Shore. Clearly underdog here, but they're playing well in the past
very
couple minutes.
We expected a little more firepower from SAR, but
yeah, definitely.
Forking shoots it wide, and he keeps it down. He falls a little bit, tries to get it behind the net, and he cannot do so. But now it does go. Puck back to Lewis. He's hit a little bit, and the ball clears. Certainly,
North Shore having an aggressive game so far. Trying to get everyone on the boards, really hustling. Got to credit them.
And ball is played to Burien. Takes it behind. He can't get it. Shot on Henry. He saves. And that shot and an offsides. So we saw Judah Forking just take the role of Johnny Hames there. So that's something to look out for.
Yeah, that's true. He was previously on the third line. He could certainly fill that role that SAR will miss. He's a great goal scorer, great offensive player. But again, SAR has no shortage of offensive firepower.
That is true. Gordy takes it, trying to spin here. He's doubled, and the ball is stolen from him, and Gressis shot it out of the rink, and there will be a face-off deep in North Shore zone. Kolb on the face-off. He loses it, wins it, passes it back out, shot sails wide. Hersick with it now, just puts it down deep. Played by Green behind the net. Gordy, Green both fighting for it there, and the North Shore defenseman.
North Shore's defense has been very surprising thus far, playing great
they've been
defense.
really good. Shua with the shot, sails wide.
I think that's
Green
a mixture
puts it on
of
net.
maybe SAR coming out a little rusty, but also the defense.
SAR, I've seen them get motivated for big games. They did not seem so motivated for this game. They could have a lack of focus right now, not be as prepared as they should be for this one, and it's 0-0. North Shore's fighting out hard.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. You know, I was talking to a couple of my friends on the team. Not really that feeling of a big game tonight. We'll see how that goes in. It was a great save by the goalie.
Gets again. Oh! Now it goes wide, and it is shot out of play by the North Shore.
Great goaltending by the North Shore goalie. I don't know. Do we know who that is?
Try to get a name. I think it's David Esses.
Yeah. So far, he's done a great job goaltending.
Yeah. He's been phenomenal.
That was a fantastic shot by Green.
Yeah, he almost slid it through there, but it sailed wide. Hit the side of his. I don't know if it hit his pad or it's just the pants that a goalie wears, but kept it out.
If you're SAR right now, what are you looking for?
You're looking to get a goal. They need a. They're the heavy favorites, and they get it on cue. Romy Hartstark, assistant captain, and now they're into it.
Romy Hartstark came over from TABC as a sophomore and has done nothing but good for SAR.
He's the assistant captain here for this thing. He just showed why he deserves to wear that letter, and he puts SAR on the board. And
I wouldn't be surprised to see things tilt in SAR's favor now.
Yeah, well, that one was a pretty big momentum swing. It was a pretty nice shot, but a simple play, just break into the zone and a shot, and Hartstark put it top shelf. Wasn't the hardest shot, wasn't the best place, but it got the job done. So SAR has a 1-0 lead.
Certainly, and for those who didn't hear it, the Groggers are out.
Yeah.
It's Zadar.
Portman SAR is a special night.
I totally agree with that. As a senior, that's one thing I'll certainly miss.
Burien shoots it, and Esses covers. Face-off will be to the left of Esses. SAR will make changes. Gordy Kolb and Jacob Nawitz, the speedster, makes his first appearance. And Jason Burien and Shua Friedman on D.
Nene had a suspension earlier in the year. A little disorderly conduct.
He didn't have to go to Hilla, though, so I don't think he was too mad about that.
I would also want to be suspended to go to Hilla.
Yeah. You know what? He did something a little bad, but he saved the long bus ride. Gordy shoots it, saved by Esses.
Gordy loves that move. I mean,
loves that spin around, and he tries it again. And
Solomon Freilish, senior who graduated last year, also loved that move.
Yeah, I think it's more of a lefty thing, honestly.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Oh, Gordy spins out.
Broke him right there.
And he shoots it again, and it's blocked. Nawitz looks for it in the corner, can't get it, and Burien keeps it, loses it for a second.
Still a little sloppy for SAR.
Definitely sloppy. You would like to see Burien and Friedman get more involved in the offense here.
Yeah.
And
That's one thing that SAR has on a lot of teams. They have the ability to
call a penalty. Karesis got hooked in the corner, and let's see who it's on. I think it might be on Friedman. I think it's on Friedman.
Yeah.
So
it's on Shua Friedman.
So he'll serve the minute 30 penalty. North Shore will go on the power play, and that momentum that SAR had from that first goal seems to be swinging away pretty quickly.
Yeah. I mean, what I was saying before, one thing that SAR has on a lot of teams is the ability to have defensemen that also play offense. Whether it's Friedman, Herstick, Burien, many more, they all have the ability to score.
Yeah. Ephraim Herstick is really underlooked because he has to play with Shua, Jason, Lewis, who's also a very talented junior, but Ephraim Herstick is as solid as they come.
Certainly a first line on any other team.
Correct. Kept in by North Shore. Lewis tries clear, can't do so. Gordy goes on a semi-breakaway, but it's...
Gordy showing off that speed right there.
Yeah. And he'll try to do that spin around move he loves. Now he just takes it at the point, and they take it out. And Lewis will send it into the far corner, and Gordy goes in to get it, and he cannot do so, but applying a lot of pressure. Jason keeps it in, and Gordy
look for Gordy to try to get more involved on offense as SAR are struggling to generate.
Gordy looks a little tired right now, and he blocks that one. Oh, Gordy.
I don't know. Almost. That was a great move by Gordy.
That would have been on SC top 10. I promise you, that is going to get floor hockey on the map. Gordy Kolb.
Yeah, that was a little insane.
Yeah. Romy Hartstark also very silky with his hands.
Very underrated speedster as well.
Yeah.
He's a great gym ball player as well. Always playing on the side game.
Yeah, North Shore's just not attacking here on the power play. Romy has just had the ball for about 25 seconds, and the penalty is over. SAR kills it and does a phenomenal job doing so. Jason shoots backhand, blocked by his own player, Friedman.
Still nothing on offense for SAR.
Yeah. And that power play really was kind of North Shore's chance to get some momentum and try to put the pressure on SAR by getting one in, and SAR killed them on that penalty kill. So
yeah, it was almost 100% SAR.
Yeah, a little line mixing here as Forking goes on with Green. Herstick and Friedman on D. Green tries to get to that one, and he cannot do so, but Forking helps him out.
The Sting faithful trying to get it loud in here.
Yeah, the Groggers are really giving them that help they need to get loud. Pass out. Shot is blocked by Green and kept in the zone momentarily before North Shore clears. SAR puts it back in. North Shore clears down. Shua Friedman shot. Paddleboard away with the goal.
Great play by Forking right there.
Forking takes it behind. A wraparound. Scored a very crucial goal against DRS on the same move. So you must like that one. Friedman.
SCR picking up the pace defensively, still not much offensively.
No, they haven't been able to get so many good chances besides that Kolb chance on the penalty kill.
As well as Romeo Hartstark. That was a great shot. It was more anything than that.
Friedman. Ooh, passed it, and Forking couldn't get a stick on it. Pass to Friedman.
Great pass.
What a block. And Kolb will cover that one. So that was a good scoring opportunity. First one.
Yeah, a great pass by Forking, and also a great block by North Shore.
Yeah, Judah's a great passer. And this is the first appearance of Eitan Waxman we'll see. So let's see what he can do, junior out of Queens, New York. Nawitz throws it deep. Gordy Kolb goes to get it. He gets it. He will now try that spin move that he loves so much. Pass back on one. Shot off the post, Waxman. First shift of the game, and he makes an impact immediately.
That's another defenseman that can certainly shoot.
Yeah, well, Waxman fires that wrist shot. He usually gets it on net. Sometimes he gets a little wild with it, shoots it very high a lot, but that time he had a great scoring opportunity set up and almost got it.
You know, we were talking earlier.
And he hits the spot this time. Eitan Waxman, far corner low, perfect placement.
I think that was just SAR kind of. That was not such great defense.
Eitan Waxman usually tries to go top shelf with the shots. I think he's shooting low so he can make sure those get on net. And he did a good job of getting it on net there.
Yeah, really great shot by Waxman there.
As the puck
kind of goes out, but let's see if SAR exerts their power on the rest of this game.
So Hartstark and Forking will come out. That's the new second line, it seems like, and two captains, Burian and Friedman on D. Forking deep. He attempts a pass that is blocked. Burian blocks that shot attempt, and he passes it to Judah. Judah shoots it, so
SAR picking up the pace here. Let's see what they can do.
yeah, they're breaking out very well right now. And Judah will go behind the net to get that unchallenged. Pass.
Great pass. That's another great pass by Forking.
Yeah, Judah's really... Wayne Gretzky's known for calling behind the net the office, and I'm not saying Judah Forking's Wayne Gretzky, but sure playing like it. So,
well, he was a point guard in middle school. So,
really?
Yes.
So he controls the tempo pretty much.
That's true. He was a starter on the SAR middle school team that went 36-1.
That is a very impressive stat, and you know, SAR middle school basketball's always had success throughout their years.
Yeah, a lot of great athletes from that team. Max Berger, the wrestler. Of course, Judah. A couple other players as well.
Yeah, so to SAR middle school, a lot of success. A lot of players go to Frisch and whatever, but you know, the middle school system is also key. And Romy sails a shot wide. Judah takes a shot, sails wide as well.
This line has really been great. Forking and Hartsark both picking up the pace for SAR, really providing them with key
and
time.
Romy shoots, and he does a Austin Matthews celebration as he points to the net. That one went in. So Romy's got a second of the night.
And now we see SAR starting to pull away here.
And so this is kind of what the scouting report called for, and SAR is going to try to pour on the pressure here.
Yeah, and you know, we said that SAR wasn't hyped, but if you saw that Romy Harksar goal and that celebration, you could tell that he's excited for the possibility of
on a breakaway.
Oh, great move!
And that shot sailed wide from Herstick. Herstick, as I said before, is solid as they come.
One thing that SAR does very well.
Oh, he scores! Ethan Green.
Great shot by Green. Great play by Kolb to set it up.
You know, I was with Ethan this Shabbos. I said, if you score, I'll be proud of you. And now I'm proud of him because he scored.
It's a great story. Thank you for sharing.
You're welcome. So Ethan Green gets on the board. And it is 4-0 SAR.
I don't want to say it's a blowout, but it's getting there.
Now it's the first period. SAR scored 4. And North Shore could do it also. As Gordy takes that shot, he passed it. Green's stick wasn't on the ground.
One really great aspect of the SAR team is they score early and they continue to score. They could drop 20 on you, and we're talking hockey.
A lot of schools give us hate for it because schools like TBC and Frisch kind of just try to control the tempo but not take as many shots on that. But I think that any team can come out on any night and score 5 goals in a period. SAR is not going to let that happen. They're going to go full for 3 periods straight and keep putting on the pressure. So
yeah, and it makes our job a little easier.
Yeah. And Jacob Nawitz, the speedster, he takes a shot, save, and the goalie gets pushed a little bit.
SAR has a ton of speed on this team.
Roughing on Nawitz, and he is not happy. No matter what the situation is, Jacob Nawitz will never be happy about a penalty call.
Yeah, I completely agree. And SAR they go very deep.
Yeah,
it's a deep team. You know, their mentality when Johnny Haynes went down was next man up. So,
you know, SAR's got on the penalty kill right now with their 3 captains out. Would you take SAR's 3 right now over North Shore's 4?
Yeah, in a heartbeat.
Oh, North Shore almost scores that one.
Great save by Henry.
Henry. And Coach Noah Falkenstein doesn't look so happy from the bench. Henry didn't seem like he was giving it his all there. And you'd love to see him dive across a little more. And that one's cleared as North Shore's goalie covers. And some chance getting started from the SAR bench. You'd love to see that.
I think it's a North Shore bench. Are you sure?
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think it's a North Shore bench.
You know what? You love to see that. North Shore's down 4-0 in the first period, but they're still chanting.
Yeah.
And a pass to Gordy.
That spirit.
Gordy, save, hits the top of the net.
Gordy has had a ton of chances, and he just cannot capitalize on them right now.
That was a great pass by Burien.
Great play by Henry, sliding over.
Just gets it. He backs down Friedman, and he wins that battle. He takes it by the net, pass, sails wide. They have it, and Gordy takes that one, and he can't get it out.
Great play by the North Shore defenseman to stop that.
Yeah, Gressis has it. Friedman trips him up, and
another penalty.
And now it is a 4-on-2, so this could get interesting. North Shore will have 45 seconds with a 4-on-2. That one's on Friedman.
I think I still would take SAR's 2.
You know, SAR's got a really good 2, but you know,
it's hard to beat 4.
Yeah, it's hard to beat 4. And not that Gordy and Jason Burien are not 2 of the best players in the league, but they haven't been so aggressive thus far. Gordy's had his breakaways, but hasn't been able to capitalize. It seems that North Shore called a timeout. They're going to try to capitalize on this opportunity.
Yeah, if you're in North Shore here, you want to score before the period ends, get a little late momentum.
You know, do you think SAR was just very confident going into this game, or they're a little just, they had some pre-playoff nerves, perms coming up,
I think
some
it
of them are very excited.
Certainly confidence more than anything. This team exudes confidence.
That is true.
They are coming into the year confident, even though people are writing them off a little early. And as the year progresses, I think it's become pretty clear that they're the team to beat.
When DRS had a lot of the hype, they have goalie Jakey Friedman, who's amazing.
Really good.
And they have a few other players, Jake Weinstock, they have a defenseman, I think his name is Finkelman, who's very good.
I think that they're the only team that can go, I guess, 36 minutes with SAR.
SAR lost the game early in the season to TABC in overtime in the Hive, which it's very hard to come into this rink and beat the Hive. Then SAR went on the road to the greenhouse in front of a full house, set off a smoke detector, and then
That's a great story.
beat DRS. That is a great story. SAR is not allowed to use their smoke machine anymore due to letting off the fire alarm at DRS. And Gordy almost just scored on a 4-on-2. That would have been SC not top 10 for North Shore. But
no, there's no better SC not top 10 than we were actually announcing that game. Sammy Sokol throwing it into the
oh, I remember that.
the opposite. Yeah, it was a great game and a very great play.
Yes. So those of you who haven't seen the game, Sammy Sokol put it in one of the side hoops on a pass. That was impressive. And a shot by North Shore sails wide. Gressis gets it back, and
just under 30 seconds left.
Nawit's out of the box, so now it's just a 4-on-3. He slides. Kolb clears.
The second Nene gets in, he's diving already. I love the spirit.
Nawitz now will play with a lot more intensity due to the penalty he took, and SAR will be on the kill for the rest of the period, but they killed off the 4-on-2, and it seems like starting the second period, all the momentum will be theirs.
Harkstark in right now, seeking that hat trick in the first period. That would be a great feat.
That would be a good way to start the finish of his career. You know, he's got 2 more games after this, but if he gets a hat trick in the first period of a playoff game, that'd be impressive. We'll be back for the start of the second.
Thanks for joining us here in the Hive. SAR with a commanding 4-0 lead. We'll take a break.
Gordy Kolb thrown down there, and a clear, and a score!
Shua Friedman just let a bomb go from his own zone. Slap shot, Charlie Fry.
Urian with the clear. In front, a score!
And Jacob Nawitz, known as the Hustler, sticks to his name.
And Kolb lunges to save it. Shot, score! He spun, that's the 3rd time he's had that chance, and this time he gets it under the goalie. Nawitz, the forking, who tries to jam it in, he scores! That was a really nice play around the net. Just keeps pushing, no whistle, so he just keeps sliding. Freilich. Bloom winds up, and a shot goes over.
Welcome back here at the Hive. Alex Levy and Rafi Fisher here, and we have a brief interview here with Sophie Erskowitz, senior. Sophie, how are you enjoying the game so far?
The game's very fun. I think we got a great crowd out here tonight. Trying to get some more cheering going, but it should be good. Hopefully SAR will take the win.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. And yeah, actually, your cousin Gabe Leifer, big star on the YU team. We hear you're traveling with the team. What do you have to say about that?
Yeah, I mean, he's my cousin, so good family. Love to see my family shopping nachas from him a lot. So wherever he goes, I'll be there. Hopefully he'll go far.
All right, thank you, Sophie, and enjoy the rest of the game.
So that YU team just had a very big victory.
Yeah, we want to send the congratulations out to the YU Max boys basketball team on a really great game. I wasn't able to watch it, but I followed live. Really great game.
I just saw a bunch of Snapchat posts and realized they won. So it's a good day for the YU Max. You know, my counselor from my summer program, he goes to YU. He's a student there, and I think he didn't care so much about it, but he was somewhat happy. So I'm glad to see him happy, and it's good for the Jewish community to see them succeeding.
Yeah, it's kind of like that the Israel team, the baseball team from last year.
They had some guys like Davis, personal hero of mine, so I love to see them. You know, not a lot of real Israelis from that team, but they got the job done repping the country. So.
That's true. Actually, this time last year, here come the Sting boys. Romy Harkstark, the star so far, 2 goals in a period. Very impressive.
And, I wouldn't be surprised if this was Henry Kolb's last period in net.
You really think so?
I think Ben-Sion Fiorino, sophomore stud, might get a shot out here and get his first varsity playoff experience. He played in the JV playoff game last year. He was the backup all season and stepped in for a playoff game when our goalie Ethan Fromm got hurt in a snowboarding incident, and he shined like a star. So
they have him on for like development.
Fiorino?
Yeah.
So varsity didn't have a backup goalie. Henry was hurt at the beginning of the year, and they needed one, and for the coach's reasons that I do not know, Fiorino was chosen to play, and he's gotten in a few games, and he's been pretty good. So senior year, there'll be a fight for that job between Fiorino and Fromm. I'm sure it'll be all in good fun.
And North Shore will start on the power play here, but
they've only got 10 seconds left on that one.
Yeah, that's true. And Yeah, great clear by Jason.
Gordy gets it. And the penalty is over. As that whistle
One
goes.
interesting thing to note, Adam Weiss, the senior basketball star, also he's a two sport star. He's on the hockey team as well, but he's out. May return for the championship game.
I've never seen him in person, but I've heard he's a very talented hockey player as well as a basketball player.
When you're 6'4" plus on this little court, it's a lot.
Imagine like Kristaps Porzingis playing hockey, floor hockey.
It's true.
That's crazy.
That's a good point.
Adam Weiss isn't that tall, but he's getting there.
Yeah, I think it's a fair comparison. I would say that most of the tall players, most of the tall people at SAR don't play floor hockey. They're more of
Well, Sammy Sokol did play in the youth league as a kid, and
there was they were actually gonna maybe try to get him this year.
Sammy Sokol was a goalie, and he did use a baseball glove. And as a kid, whenever I played up in the older division, I hated playing against him. I considered that cheating, and it was very frustrating. So,
well, why is it cheating in your book?
ooh, Romy almost got the hat trick there. Well, I think it's because a hockey glove as a younger kid is very hard to close, a goalie glove, and the baseball glove is much easier to close. So Sammy Sokol would use the baseball glove, easy to squeeze the ball as a little second grader, and he was permitted to use that.
Well, yeah, that seems like a fair reason. SAR kind of just playing defensively here.
Yeah. Romy's gonna go for the hat trick, but see if he can pull it off. He had 2 in the first, so based on my Simpson geometry skills,
he'll finish with 6.
Exactly.
That would be great.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, that would be a very impressive performance for Romy.
Yeah. Ooh, that pass sailed wide. Oh, and Rush is almost. Oh, shot in the slot.
Freeman kind of passed it over to North Shore.
North Shore is putting a little pressure on.
You know, that's what you have to do if you're down 4.
And they were chanting down 4. You love to see that. You know,
a lot
Oh, and hit from behind as Romy Hartsock was taken down in front. North Shore will receive a penalty, and SAR's lethal power play will go to work.
Yeah, I don't know the numbers for SAR's power play, but it's pretty ridiculous. They're one of the best power play teams in the league, and that's a big part of their success.
Lewis Tuckman has joined the power play in the middle of the season. When you say the student athlete, the student comes first. He was unable to be on the team in the beginning due to ACT conflicts, but he has rejoined the team, and he is on the power play. Gordy Kolb shoots that, and
Yeah,
it's
they got a
safe.
shot the second off of the power play.
Yeah, Lewis Tuckman, we had an ice hockey game last night for the New Rochelle Lightning. He said he was a little sore, so we'll see if that hurts him here. Gordy Kolb takes it, shoots.
I wouldn't be surprised to see SAR empty their bench at some point.
Yeah. Kobe Lindebaum wanted me to call him the Vulture. I'll get that out of the way now.
I thought it was the Viper.
Viper, I don't remember. He says a lot of stuff. But
that is true.
He'll get in the game hopefully soon. And I'm not going to refer to you as the Viper. I'm sorry, Kobe. And Jason, oh!
I thought that went in.
Gordy with a ridiculous move that didn't go in. And this power play just showed off their phenomenal skills and couldn't finish.
Yeah, I mean, one interesting thing to note is that SAR, they have a tiny rink, but in space, they're the most lethal team in the league.
Well, Jason Burian's just all around solid, and he's got a great shot. Gordy is just, his name is Kolb, for God's sakes. And Shua Friedman is just one of the most talented players to ever step on the basement of a yeshiva school. So, and North Shore's getting loud again. They've been louder than the SR team. They're down 4-0. You know, North Shore's not such an old school, but they've got great Mito desks. You can hear their bench.
Yeah, it's very it's impressive when you can hear the team's bench, even though they're down a lot. You know, they don't believe the game is over, and that's what's most important.
No, I mean, it's just a good atmosphere when you see an opposing team come in and have to face this pretty much a super team in SAR, and they're not giving up hope yet. Lewis Tuckman curls out to Jason.
Oh, great. Wow, that was...
You know what? If you're North Shore, all you can do is keep cheering. All you can do is keep cheering.
That was a ridiculous pass by Jason.
You know, Jason, SAR loves those backhand cross passes on the power play. North Shore kept 2 guys up top there. Lewis realized it didn't look so sore on that power play, and was able to set up the play. Romy's back on looking for the hat trick.
Yeah, we got to get that hat trick for Romy.
Yeah, if Romy gets a hat trick, somebody's got to get him cake at school tomorrow.
Oh, that's a good point, actually. Maybe we'll consider that.
Or we could bring in some Hamantashians in the spirit of the Chag.
That's true.
I think that would be appropriate.
Yeah, I certainly agree with that. And for those who want to stay tuned, SAR versus Rambam varsity basketball will be coming up next at 7:45. I'll be on the call along with my partner Joe Block.
I will be with my tutor Chester.
I hope you enjoy that.
I will.
Certainly more fulfilling.
Yeah, so we have a history and a chem test tomorrow. I'm trying to
do a little cramming and a little hockey at the same time. That's always good. That's really the grand conversation.
Oh, yeah. Big time. You know, SAR is filling up the Hive now. It's a little late. They missed 5 goals, but they can...
Well, it's the teams who... the varsity girls and the JV girls just had a joint practice, so both joining in.
Yeah,
we
saw during the intermission they had a nice scrimmage.
A little home cooking right now.
Yeah.
And here comes Noah Lindenbaum.
Noah? Kobe.
Kobe.
Come on.
You say his brother.
Kobe, he was the one who, was it the Vulture?
The Viper.
Viper, I'm never going to remember.
You know, I only know him by his nickname, so that's why I called him Noah.
Oh, so the Viper makes his first appearance on the court. And Jacob Nowitz was the only person on SAR who was not happy after that period.
Yeah,
penalty he was called for.
Yeah, I was not happy about that call.
Shua taking his time, could get a meal in between that play. Ethan Green playing alongside Nowitz, 2 of the speediest guys on the team. Friedman shot.
Shua also I don't know if he still plays, but he's a ice hockey star back in his day.
Shua Friedman plays on Pelham, which is a rival of the team of myself and Lewis Tuckman.
Oh wow, he plays for your rivals?
Yeah, so
hate to see that.
You know, whatever. Man's got to do what a man's got to do. But
that's a good point.
Me and Lewis, we played on a line together last night. We had a big win, so she was missing out.
Who'd you play?
We played, I don't even know. We actually played in Queens near some of these North Shore kids maybe, and right near the U.S. Open Stadium.
Oh, wow.
3-2.
It's a big win.
Yeah, it's a big win.
Are you guys in like a tournament or?
No, it's just not just a friendly scrimmage. It was so our coach didn't show up. We got to make our lines. It was me, Lewis, and a teammate Alex Dering, who I assume no one here knows, but
no, not at all.
He's a nice kid. You know what's interesting about that team is we have this kid, Steven Kroleski, on our team. He is ranked nationally for rock climbing.
Wow.
He is
I thought you were going to go with hockey there.
He is going on a college scholarship for rock climbing.
So he's the Ryan Terrell of rock climbing.
He is only 2 years older than me as a senior, and Ryan Terrell is 4 years older than me as a senior. But
the skill is still there, you know?
Yeah. I mean, the Terrell going D1 chant is still my favorite chant.
That's the most legendary chant of all time.
Yeah. And, you know, Sarachek, I don't even care so much if we win.
We got to play them. We got to play them. Did he score?
Gordy scored.
Oh.
The parents with the late reaction as they didn't see it go in.
I don't think anyone saw it until you told them.
Yeah, so Gordy just scored. And, some female athletes at SAR just asked me for a shout out. I'm going to decline. But
that was Gordy showing some speed there.
You know what? No one reacted because everyone expects it from Gordy at this point. He's just,
no, I don't. I mean, that was so quick.
He's just been playing at such a high level for such a long time. And Romy gets the hat trick. Hamantashians for everyone.
Hamantashians for everyone.
Gordy Kolb. And there's a hat on the rink.
And it's Mitch Herstix, the father
none of the North
of
Shore kids want to pick
of
that up.
Ephraim.
And the ref is pointing to it, and Shua Friedman will graciously pick it up, throw it back. I thought he was going to keep that one and wear it over his helmet.
You love to see that. You love to see the fans getting into it.
And so 2 goals just like that. Now we talk more about Perham than this game, but
yeah, are you dressing up as anything?
I actually, me and Jason Burian, the captain of this team, took a road trip to Party City on Friday. And
Wow.
he has elected to be Spider-Man. And SAR scored but was not called. So we'll continue my Perm story. Jason is Spider-Man. He spent a hefty amount that I will not say on the live stream on his costume.
Oh, Judah just scored.
And I have elected to be Darth Vader. So
Wow,
that.
that's great. I look forward to seeing it. That was the Judah-Romy connection. You'd love to see that connection.
Yeah, so Judah and Romy hooking you up for their 4th goal of the game.
Oh, and here's Fio. Natano Fiorino is in the game. The older brother of the goalie. And we've had 3 goals in about a minute.
Yeah, so Gordy Cove takes it around the net.
He's just running around. Gordy likes to just do that.
And Fiorino
Gordy doesn't really work out. He just runs around like the
pretty
ring.
fit guy, though.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. It's a good point.
Gordy throws in front, sails wide.
Yeah, so we got a couple good things things planned for the Chagiga on Friday. Shushan Perm special Mordechai Shapiro will be here. Should be really fun.
You know, Morty Shap makes appearances here and there in the tri-state area, but whenever he's here, it's a treat.
I would certainly agree.
You know,
It's almost like free Hamantaschens for everyone.
exactly. You know, there's Mordechai Shapiro, Eitan Katz, and then if you're fortunate enough, you'll hear some Shweki every now and then, and that ball goes in.
Who was
I think
that?
that goal is going to go to Neowitz, and he has redeemed himself from that penalty. And the score is now 9-0. North Shore is on the bench. Not as angry as a lot of teams would be, which could show.
I hate to be like, I think they kind of expected it. That was, I think, Neowitz with the goal, correct?
Neowitz with that goal.
Once again, Rafi Fisher here with Alex Levy, and the blowout's upon us.
Yeah. So
We've been expecting it, and it's finally here.
yeah, North Shore just hung in as long as they could, but SAR star power has kicked in, and I think we're looking towards the half-tour MTA winner at this point. And North Shore, yeah, I don't know so much about their team, but it seems they've come far. They won a playoff game, so just go up to them for that. And I know that they're missing, apparently they're missing a goalie. They are missing a player. I know my friend Michael Tsor is on this team, and he's not here. He's also a good basketball player. So, and the Vulture almost just scored.
Viper. It's the Viper. You keep on getting it wrong.
Viper. Got it. Kobe, the Viper, gets it out. And Green shoots and stymied by the goalie. Neowitz gets it, passes it to the Viper, who can't handle it. Jason gets it out. The Viper tries to clear, but he fails. Jason gets it. Viper protecting the front of the net.
All right, let's just call Lindenbaum.
You know what? I'm stuck on the Viper now. I said I wouldn't do it, but I did.
Sometimes in these games, these blowouts, you gotta get a little fun. So nicknames are, you know, if he requested a nickname, we gotta offer.
Charles Gress's freshman sensation from North Shore almost just pulling home.
Great goaltending by Henry so far.
Yeah.
Great, you?
Oh my God.
And 3:17 left in the second. 9-0. First round for SAR. And this one got a little out of hand.
And interesting. This is SAR's first game since our February break. So maybe that was the reason they came out a little sluggish. But clearly had no effect.
Yeah, well, you know, they're playing without one of their top 4 forwards, and they've handled that Absence pretty well. Adir Landy's the captain of shtick on the hockey team, along with Joe Block, has entered the game for the first time. Still have not seen Joe Block yet, but...
Well, we've got a whole new Gaby Storfer, Ethan Schaefer, both in the game now also.
Oh, and Storfer almost gets in front, but he can't. Henry to Shua. Shua chips it out, and that goes out of play. You know, the Hive is really packed up right now. It's a decent crowd.
Yeah, it's a little packed in here. The fans missed the first nine goals, but what's the background behind Adir Landy's mask? That's a real question.
So it's an HM30. I happen to wear one also, so I don't know where he got his from. I got mine from the Viper himself, actually. Kobe Lindenbaum gave me his HM30. The HM30 is an old goalie's mask that was used in the old days, and it is now very popular in the Yeshiva League. SAR, their coaches are not so fond of it, so a lot of players don't like to wear it, but some players think it's easier to see. I feel that I benefit from it, so I elect to wear one, but you'll see a lot of more yeshiva schools such as DRS and TABC.
Joe Block entering the game.
A lot of those guys wear the HM30. So
is it more comfort?
It's not about the comfort. It's that if you look at the bars, no, it's less protection. But if you look at the bars, it's easier to see. And
that's a good point. I didn't realize that.
Actually fit through it a little bit, which is not so safe. But as Eitan Waxman scores the second of the night, he's firing on net tonight.
Yeah,
that's a sight you like to see, going into the deeper rounds.
And we're only 40 minutes away from tip-off in the Hive.
I've heard Rambam's a pretty solid team, so...
Yeah, should be an entertaining game.
Yeah.
But nothing beats... Oh, wow, great move by Green. Over to Herstick, and Herstick scores. And that's what we like to call econ points, as Ms. Schneider promised us econ points per goal.
Really?
And so Herstick just scored. That's an econ point.
So Herstick should go up to the coaches and say, you know what? I got to get a better grade. I'm a student athlete. Student comes first, and it's up to me to score and get better grades.
W. Horowitz also entering the game.
And it seems that Henry knows number 24 as he gave him a little pat on the head.
And they're opening up right now. This is where, for the Sting team, the fun begins. You get to joke around a little bit.
I think these are the last minute 30 we're going to see of Henry Kolb.
And if they are, what a fantastic performance we've seen.
Yeah, you know, both Kolbs are on top of their game tonight. And we love to see SAR coming out in the playoff game and just
really performing. It's a really great performance.
And there's a North Shore kid who looks like he's somewhat live streaming this, as well as us on his phone. He's on the bench. Oh no, he's just taking a video.
Well, I mean, when you're down 11, you
get creative.
Yeah, I would certainly agree with that.
That's not going to help the game at all, but it's good for his morale, and
that's what's most important at this point. You know, and we mentioned it before. You got to give credit to these kids. You know, they're down, but they're still cheering for their team, and you love to see that as a fan of the game. As Schaefer scores, and that's another econ point.
Ethan Schaefer just walked away like he was repping the big baller brand out there.
That was great.
Lonzo's Ethan Schaefer, LaMelo's Gaby Storfer, and Leangelo, the UCLA dropout. None other than Ephraim Herstick. So, minute left, 12-0, second period. Probably see some running clock in the third. And this is SAR playoff dominance right now.
Yeah, as an announcer, it's a little annoying, but
Herstick took a little hit there.
Yeah, I don't think he liked that at all.
I don't think he liked it either. Silverman, I think that kid went to Lavia. I've definitely seen this. Definitely seen him before. I've seen that face.
Silverman's a popular name.
No, I've seen his face. I think he went to Lavia. I think he was on my league's team.
It could be. It really could be.
I think he was on my league's team. We lost in the championship. Henry Kolb was also on that team.
Who'd you lose to?
We lost to their captain was half their goalie Ben Horowitz, and it was me and Henry Kolb, and Henry was just coming off a back injury, and we got outplayed 4-0. my lower teen summer. So,
well, maybe you're gonna have to give a little scouting report to the Sting about Ben Horowitz.
Oh, Ben Horowitz is phenomenal. There's no scouting report. It's just gonna be the Gordy Kolb show.
We'll be looking forward to that game, either Hafter or MTA.
Yeah. So
should be a great show, regardless. And anything is possible. They could score 12 goals in.
I mean, it's very
in a period, but very unrealistic. So that's why
I would personally bet against it.
I would also, but you just wanna be respectful to both teams.
Yeah. With all the econ points on the table, you don't see SAR stopping so soon.
Yeah, maybe I'll say something to the econ boys. A little thank you as the second period ends, and there's not much to say except for 12-0.
SAR.
Yeah, we'll be back for the third period.
Gordy Kolb thrown down there. And a clear. And a score!
Shua Freeman just let a bomb go from his own zone. Slap shot, Charlie Fry.
Urian with the clear. In front, a score!
And Jacob Nawich, known as the Hustler, sticks to his name.
And Kolb lunges to save it. Shot, score! He spun. That's the third time he's had that chance, and this time he gets it under the goalie. Nawich, the forking, who tries to jam it in, he scores! That was a really nice play around the net. Just keeps pushing, no whistle, so he just keeps fighting. Frelick. Bloom winds up, and a shot goes over.
We're back in the Hive, SAR hockey. Third period about to start, SAR up 12-0. I'm here with Rafi Fisher, big crowd out tonight. And SAR will put on a Deerlandese, Natano Fiorino, Joe Block, and Dovey Horowitz. 4 seniors who don't get so much play time during the regular season or close games are going to get their time to shine right now, so exciting opportunity for them.
And I'm back as well. Did you mention that Fio's in net?
I did not yet, but
Theo's in net, for those
Theo
who
is in net,
who don't know.
and this will be his first varsity playoff experience.
Certainly good to get some experience going. So, Levy, you're a sophomore. Next year, you'll be a junior. This team looks destined to make the championship. What are you looking forward to next year?
So next year, last year as a JV team, we played pretty good hockey. We lost one bad game that we should have won, and then the rest of the games we lost were probably the better teams. This year we'll get goalie. Next year we'll get Henry Cole back, who played varsity as a sophomore, and then we lost Ethan Green to a back injury, so we'll get him back, and that'll be a very different team because Ethan Green is going to be the fastest guy on our team by a significant amount. And and a shot there and a good save.
Hit Fiorino's face mask. Great save, really. That's a little welcome to the show.
Yeah, so our team, the biggest problem was we didn't really have any speed, and Ethan Green gives us what we need in that category, and hopefully we get just a better all-around effort from players such as myself, Johnny Hames, Lewis Tuckman, Adam Nawitz. We'll
got a lot of talent on that team. Potentially, if no injuries, you guys could be definitely contend for a championship. I don't know about the other teams in the league, but
yeah, I think we'll be up there with the best of them next year. We have Eitan Waxman is a junior. KB Storfer right now playing. He's a nice grinder. We get good minutes from late in the game. And Ben Stern, maybe he'll come back next year. He didn't play this year, but
why not?
I have no idea. But Kobe Lindenbaum, the Viper, he will be on the roster next year. Last year, during our playoff game against DRS, he decided to go to his Model UN trip instead of our playoff game. So
where'd he go?
He went to a Model UN trip.
Oh, you hate to see that.
Yeah, no, that was...
You know what? But student before athlete.
Well, our last practice before our playoff game, he sat on the side looking for flights that would make sense so he can go to the game and then go to Canada for his Model UN trip, which didn't work out well. And he missed our game.
We're getting into the garbage time.
Yeah.
So...
You see Ethan Green coming out, first liner playing late in the game.
I wonder, I mean, if I were the Falkensteins, I would certainly rest my players. It's just a deep team. They got a lot of talent. So they should play him.
Ethan's a fast guy. He doesn't get tired very easily, so he's a junior.
Well, you don't want to risk injury.
Get injured doing anything these days. Our school president, Max Berger, is sidelined with a concussion, and we're all deeply saddened by it. So,
yeah, he was a tough competitor. I mentioned it before. He was part of that middle school team.
Yeah.
Actually holds the record for highest free throw percentage.
Really?
I think it was 4 for 4.
4 for 4.
It was 4 for 4.
That's accurate, 100% from the line.
And Max will be joining me briefly for the basketball game. So I look forward to that. 9 minutes to go here. We're just counting down. I would like to see North Shore score.
I wouldn't.
Yeah, why not?
You like to see the shutout. It's better celebration after the game. I think North Shore deserves a goal. They've came this far. They don't want to go home getting shut out 12-0. 12-1 sounds much better.
Well, that's why I said that they should. I'm rooting for them to score. I mean, I feel bad. They came all this way from Great Neck, and they didn't score. They got blown out.
I mean, they were here pretty early. It seems like they might have gotten out of school early. This could have been a really good road trip for them. You never know. I don't know where the nearest Carlos Gabby's is for them. So
it's true. Or K-Grill. You don't know where the nearest K-Grill is.
Well, K-Grill, they don't know about the lunch specials. I have to ask them at dinner time. So
that's true.
I don't think they would receive a proper Oh, and North Shore goalie just made a phenomenal save. But that aside, Carlos and Gabby's is very exciting to people who come from out of town. I
don't see it. I don't see it. I'm not a fan.
You know what? They had this popcorn chicken dipped in barbecue sauce that I was very fond of, and they said it screwed up their fryer and they stopped making it. So I'm a little
disappointing. I think
saddened by that.
I would be disappointed as well.
I moved on to my Cedarhurst at Gabby's and my K-Grill burgers, and
you know we got a lot of good restaurants in this area, especially by the Heights.
Definitely one of the perks of being an SAR. When you're a senior, you get your car, you get to go to Golan.
Yeah, but you know, of course you got to sign out.
Oh, of course.
Of course.
That's not even a question.
Because you would never leave school without signing out.
You know, I was unwise freshman last year, didn't know what I was doing, and I had 2 free periods, my last free periods, and I left. Somebody gave me a ride home, and you know, my mom got a call later from one of the administrators saying that I left school, and you know what? I've learned my lesson from that, so
that's an important lesson here.
Yeah. So
you know, you can learn a lot from freshman year.
And you always have to make sure you're on time to davening. That three times late, you get RPT.
It's true.
My mom just received an email that I was receiving RPT for davening that I attended, so I have to take care of that after the game. But
the lesson here is, you know, you got to stay in school, kids. It's just the most important thing.
Yeah.
7 minutes until we're off air.
Romy Arsak looks like he's going for 4 right now.
And you know what? I think he should go for 4. He's already got the Hamantaschens.
How many Hamantaschens per goal is the question?
That's a good question, actually. I don't know.
We'll have to use some form of Hamantaschen calculator to determine that. As the
I bet you Google has one of those.
The Viper battling.
That was a good one.
And Ethan Schaefer.
You know, Burien and Schaefer on, trying to get the econ points.
You know, Ethan's brother Andrew made a very interesting comment to me the other day. He said, "Alex, do you want to join the golf team? We play golf." I was very sure that was implied, but
you know what? Maybe they play water polo and they're the golf team.
He said what he told me is that Andrew's very fond of golf, and he said that there are golf clubs that talk about golf and do not play
golf clubs.
There are golf clubs that do
like
not play
golf clubs, like the ones you swing,
no,
or golf club like a club,
like an organization club. So he said that there are golf clubs that don't play, which I think is a little ridiculous. I happen to be a pretty big fan of the sport. I play in a lot
one big player for SAR. You know, it's actually a three sports star. Adam Weiss. You know, he's got basketball, 4 sports. Wow, he's covering all tennis also probably 5 sports. That's very impressive, Adam Weiss.
No, he can do it all.
Yeah, he's a great golfer.
Yeah. You know, I've talked to my friend Judah Oppenheimer. He's one of the stars of the basketball team as well, and he's a phenomenal golfer. And I really think he should go pro, and he doesn't want to, but he's a phenomenal golfer, and he has this weird thing where he doesn't like to use a driver. He just doesn't enjoy it, but he plays an iron game and he shoots a phenomenal score. So
you know what? Maybe he should. You just chase your dreams. That's the most important.
Well, he's a pretty good basketball player, so I think he's doing fine.
That's true. That's a good point.
We're getting down to the end of this event.
Quite a fun match here.
Fiorino's just going nowhere. Oh, they're switching sides. He actually is going somewhere. The 2 goalies in Yeshiva League hockey switch ends when the third period reaches 6 minutes. So that will be happening right now.
And our player of the game, clearly Romy Harksark, got the scoring going and just continued to put the pressure on. Really a lot of stars.
There are a lot of stars, but I've been really impressed with North Shore's goalie. He let up 12 goals, but 13. But he's playing a really good game. He's probably faced like 70 shots, realistically, and he's playing really well. You know, he's going to go home, and hopefully parents are proud of him. He played a phenomenal game, and he'll get a nice dinner tonight, and he'll... I don't know what grade he's in, but If he's not a senior, he'll come back next season.
He's a junior.
He's a junior, so he'll come back next season, and hopefully he'll lead the team to a little more success than they had this season. And we just heard some late.
Yeah, the late bus is guys. If anyone's from Manhattan, the late bus is here.
Yeah, I'd assume if you're waiting for the late bus, you're not watching the live stream, but
That's true.
you never know.
But you never know. The Sting faithful are really everywhere, even in the building, watching the game. And while we're on the topic, I would like to thank Josh Lewis. Really great guy.
Josh Lewis and the entire tech
department. I would completely agree with that. You know, they were here early, setting up both games, and they've done a great job.
And we'll hopefully be joining you for a semifinal game against Hafter or MTA, which we will find out the.
Herstick's got to score that for those econ points.
Yeah, I think that's why he's still in the game.
Yeah,
he probably said,
I got to be in there.
Ms. Schneider's giving benefits.
Come on, Herstick. Oh, don't pass that. Herstick.
And he's really fighting out here.
Yeah, you know, he wants to score. That's the most important thing.
So 4 minutes, 15 seconds left. North Shore continues to play hard. And
till the final whistle. That's the most important thing.
Yeah, their JV team was pretty close to making the playoffs this year. So in the near future, North Shore could have some success with their.
Yeah, you know, there's nowhere to go but up. So.
Yeah, I mean SAR. This is probably the best group of hockey players we've ever had in SAR.
Yeah, I would certainly agree.
But in the future, as we can see so far, it's pretty bright. I haven't heard of a team missing the playoffs in a pretty long time, which is a pretty amazing feat.
But one interesting thing, the varsity team has never won a championship.
Varsity basketball.
Varsity hockey.
Varsity
hockey has never won.
Has never won a championship, but they did win Sarachek once.
Did they really? Oh, with Johnny Newman. Yeah.
2011, my brother was the starting point guard on the team. So,
wow, it's a great accomplishment. But yeah, I mean, speaking to Yoram, it would certainly be really meaningful for this team to capture the first varsity championship. I was speaking to him earlier, and he said he was very nervous about the game. Clearly, more nervous than any other
sure with
players.
A chance. And can't score. How many JV championships we won? 2?
Well, we won one against Rambam.
And then I think the basketball one with Sammy Hyman.
Right, that's true. A lot of soccer, as we're looking. We're looking on. SR is really good at indoor soccer.
Nothing against soccer, but I think the money's made in floor hockey and basketball.
Yeah, I would certainly agree with that. SAR is actually, fairly new school.
Yeah.
15 years. It's our 15-year anniversary.
So we've had some success, but we'd like to take that to the next level. Start winning some championships. Hopefully we get Sarachek Yeshiva League, 2 Yeshiva League varsity championships. That'd be pretty crazy.
That would be pretty crazy. That would be a great year.
I don't think any other team has that good of a varsity team in sports.
All our teams this year, in the fall sports, I think we won a total of 17. Won a total of 77 games, only lost 77, and had an overtime loss. It was a crazy win percentage.
How many did we lose?
17.
17.
I think we went 77 and 17.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah,
overtime loss. This team, their one loss of the season came.
That was the overtime loss.
Yeah.
Actually, that overtime loss made them get the 1 seed. You would have loved the win, but
if they lost in regulation, I think it would have gone down to. Well, I think one of the tiebreakers before they go to a coin toss at some point, but I think they do strength of schedule as one of the tiebreakers, and I don't believe that TABC played DRS.
And the buses from Westchester and Manhattan are here. So if you would like to go, pop on by to SIR. You can catch the last 1 minute of this game.
I think we got the 1 seed when we beat TABC the second time because we beat DRS and they were the 1 seed from the other conference.
Could be, really could be.
The varsity team got a little snubbed from their 1 seed. I think it was that whole strength of schedule rule as well.
Yeah, it was.
Frisch went into DRS and beat them. And
certainly a talented team, though. That the Sting boys, will be seeing them tonight in 15 minutes.
Yeah, that game will be a fun one to watch. As we see seniors Sammy Sokol, Adam Weiss, Jake Schwalbe, Noah Gurin, 4 starters. They'll be trying to showcase their talents in what could be their last game until potential Sarachek game. And what do you think about the Sarachek Shabbaton the same week as our Shabbaton?
You know, I'm a little upset, and I know the seniors are upset. We're missing a lot of guys. A lot of ruach could be generated. You know, Sammy, one of the loudest.
Well, Sammy actually, fun fact, Sammy and Jude Oppenheimer have a mutual cousin whose bar mitzvah is that weekend in Scarsdale. So neither of them will be at either Shabbaton, as they will be spending the weekend in Scarsdale.
And I spoke to Jake Schwalbe, who was upset. You know, they missed last year also. So they haven't had a Shabbaton in 2 years.
Yeah, and the school-wide Shabbatons are...
the school-wide Shabbatons are...
they're a very fun event.
Yeah, definitely the best Shabbatons.
Ended with your own proposal last year, which
that was bonkers.
Doesn't happen on a lot of Shabbatons.
That does not happen on a lot of Shabbatons.
SAR always coming up with new shtick, including life sentences.
And maybe this year someone else will be proposing.
You planning anything?
No, I'm definitely not. But we'll see. We'll see if SAR's got a lot planned, not only for the Shabbaton, but also for Purim. 10 seconds left, and we want to remind everyone that the basketball game will be starting at 7:45 Eastern Standard Time. And the boys are going to the semifinals to play their half their MTA. I wanted to thank you for joining us here. Really one-sided, to say the least. And yeah, thank you very much, and have a good night.